and welcome back to God on a Grind. This is part 10 and I'm Daniel's Probs. And yes, look at this. I have actually been quite busy off camera organising and somewhat macerating all of my chests. So yeah, there's no longer any chests over there on the actual mob farm. And the mob farm is in fact entirely, completely off now. Because today we are actually going to go ahead and try to somewhat upgrade that. Wow, not that one. We're going to just keep that one as a derelict building. There's a bit of memories, right? We're going to kind of build another one this side. That's the plan today. This is my kind of setup right now, and currently we are macerating a little bit of gold. As you can see, there's a few seconds left on it. We've got a hopper just here that I can fill up from, you know, there. It's not ideal, but I've kind of worked out that gold seems to be the thing that takes the longest for me to macerate right now. The reason I'm using these pipes like this is because these are actually buffering like 800 steam per one. I kind of figured this out as I was messing around with this and kind of getting my head around it a little bit. But yeah, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So therefore we've actually got a lot of buffering going on. It's not 8,000 because it's not 10 pipes. But that would have been a nice thing. But this thing can actually store 16,000. So yeah, if I kind of just sit around and wait, this will eventually say 800. And then if I'm not mistaken, an actual machine, i.e. like this macerator, can actually hold a load of steam inside it as well. There's no like telling if it does or not. I did have a little bit of a look on the internet. I couldn't see anything. Oh no, is it a blood moon? It is! This is the third one of these we've had. Oh dear, and we don't have the mob farm on. But yeah, that's kind of my setup right now. It's probably not the most efficient way of doing it, I know. And I know a lot of you guys have left millions of comments about, yes, you should be doing it like this. But I have been looking into it, and I do know what you guys are talking about. Most of you are telling me to kind of buffer up the steam in an iron tank. Now, the problem with that is, yes, in a normal survival world, this would be fine, right? But for me to get a load of iron for that is going to be very, very expensive. Plus, we need to get the valve. And I've also noticed you can actually make this with gauges as well. No, nobody's actually mentioned this, but you can actually kind of somewhat save a little bit of iron by just using some glass. Now, I have been messing around with some setups and things on a test world. So yeah, I kind of know how expensive this can get. And honestly, it's quite expensive for me right now. So I kind of obviously went for this kind of format for now. So the pipes are actually pretty much at 800 now. So as you can see, if I hover over them, they all have 800 in them. That means it's completely buffered up, and I can go into this chest and somewhat start this noisy process. This thing is awful for noise. But yeah, I seem to only be able to put like 5 in, and then it will become a bit of a problem. But as you can see, that is still sat on 800 because, like I said, this actually has some storage, but it doesn't show it, which is quite strange. But yeah, the actual chest plates are the best ones, but they also are the longest ones. But yeah, in this chest here, we've actually got the other machines as well. I've just kind of stuck them there. And this was actually all the stuff that I needed to grind down. These are ones that I haven't had really any other way of actually doing with anything with them yet. But hopefully today, when we get a mob farm set up, we can do something there. And then the biggie, the dust section. As we got this 28 here, we could start putting this in here. Look how much gold we've actually got now. And this is going to become very important for me today, as you're going to find out. But yeah, I've also got these little things here because I'm actually going to go ahead and make a alloy smelter as well at some point. This is just because if you actually put 3 copper in there and a tin, you actually get 4 ingots instead of just getting 3. Now, the reason I want a bit more bronze is because obviously I'm going to need more pipes probably in the future. I need to go ahead and make this anyway. So yeah, what we're going to do is quickly make the alloy smelter, I think. Get all that hooked up, and then we could start making more bronze for that, if that makes any sense. So I ended up cooking 36 bronze ingots in total, and I've got the actual pipes and the hole now, which is good. So we should be in theory be able to craft this thing. Yeah, well, there we go. Steam alloy smelter, fireworks, beautiful. I have just started cooking up some iron ingots as well because my wrench unfortunately broke. Is that how we do this? There we go. Perfect. Nice. So now we got this thing, we should be able to, in theory, cook up a little bit things a little bit faster and a little bit better, and also using steam. So I'm actually going to go ahead and just kind of plug that one in there. Okay, now I do know you can actually add like little upgrades to this, or like molds if you like. Yeah, these things here. And it could actually end up becoming a little bit more beneficial, like this ingot one, for example. So if I put a clay in there with that ingot thing, I can actually get a brick. So it's literally 1 for 1, like how it is in vanilla Minecraft. But in order to get these things, yeah, I think we need to actually do a little bit of stuff, i.e. with the Tinker's stuff. Okay, it's actually not that bad. But Christ, there's actually an anvil one? So I've just had a little bit of a tidy up, and I've just chucked in those little chain boots I just got from a slime in the actual macerator. There we go, perfect. So that's all set up, that's beautiful, and I can use that whenever I need that again now, which is nice. So what I want to actually go ahead and do today is, like I say, try and make some sort of a mob farm that actually uses spikes. Now, I have been talking about this, and yeah, what I'm thinking is actually going down the golden spike route, because let me just load up my test world and show you what I've been up to. So I'm on my test world, as you can see, and one day this is going to be full of absolutely loads of random junk, I could tell you now. But yeah, this is the new mob farm design. As you can see, it's pretty much a classic kind of grinder here. So if I actually just kind of punch a little hole in here, you'll see it's not that different to, like I say, a very standard grinder, apart from it's too wide, not free. I've used trapdoors and slabs here. This is subject to change. I could probably just get away with doing these items, but the problem with doing these items, they will actually end up causing lag, so you have to be a little bit careful. So I don't know, yeah, it depends how much jungle wood I've actually got, but yeah, these slabs will prevent spiders, and yes, actually it does, as long as you kind of make sure there's not a 2x2 space of them able to spawn. And yeah, all they do is basically fall down here, the mobs, so it'll be zombies, skeletons and creepers and witches, the odd occasional witch, and then they would just kind of slide down here and they go into some golden spikes. Now why golden spikes, Dan? Now golden spikes because they are actually stupidly cheap, and you get 2 for the price of 1. But if I actually look at a diamond spike, the only difference is a golden spike, okay, does 4 attack damage, and the diamond one does 7 attack damage. So there's only a 3 attack damage difference here. And honestly, through testing, it's actually not the case, because a lot of these mobs have special armor properties and things. It seems to actually be only a 2+ attack damage increase, so it's not actually worth it. Diamond spikes and golden spikes, like I'm saying here, they are pretty much the same thing. So what I mean by that is if you kill a mob, or a mob dies by a diamond spike, they drop their items, but they also drop XP, which is huge. So I discovered this, and I was looking on the internet, and it wasn't really very helpful. I just kind of had to test it myself, really. It's the problem with old school Minecraft. It's quite hard to find information on it because it keeps coming up with new stuff. But yeah, what we are doing here is making them come down here, get them killed, they drop XP and then their items, and they all kind of go in here. With these little items on the floor, you can actually make the items get siphoned through hoppers, so that's really good. But the other reason I've actually got all these items on the floor is because of a certain creeper type that likes to explode, called a concussion creeper. Now that's the green, dark kind of dude that has like derpy eyes going on. But yeah, they're a nightmare. They basically explode and everything will teleport out of your farm and everywhere. So what I need to do is make sure I build this in a completely void area. Now, the other thing is I'm using these blocks here because they got a blast resistance of 18, which is even more than obsidians, believe it or not, which is crazy. And they are unbelievably cheap to actually go ahead and craft. It's just literally some bricks with some white dye or bone meal, right? And this thing here, which is a actual paintbrush, a couple of sticks and some woven cotton, which the woven cotton is with cotton, obviously, hence the name. And yeah, we will get a beautiful paintbrush. Now, I don't know if that paintbrush has durability. Probably it does, I would say. And I am kind of just spamming these around everywhere just to kind of prevent any explosions that happen when the mobs start fighting each other, because they do. And then all I do is come in this little room here, which is where all the items will fall out onto these 9 hoppers, which are facing all into each other. And then they are actually facing into a kind of chest system that's going all the way out there. But not only that, again, these will stop the enemies or creepers or anything like that, or mobs or whatever, coming in this room when they get teleported, or you know, concussion creepered to me. So that kind of prevents all that. But not only that, they're also making these blocks in here way more blast resistance, because some reason these tank wall things are only 2.7, whereas that is 12. Don't ask. I didn't do it. It's just what I've discovered, okay? And yeah, no, this seems to work really, really well. So mobs will kind of fall down, die. XP kind of comes out here. And because XP orbs are kind of attracted to you like a magnet, yeah, we just have to stand on here. Now, I've put another one here just because sometimes when the explosions go off, you will get pushed back like that. So I've just kind of put that one there just to kind of somewhat stuck me, if you know what I mean, stick me there. What's so really, really good about this farm is these spikes, right? If they're Inferno mobs, they drop the Inferno drops, which is beyond me. So yeah, we can actually get very, very nice gear from doing literally nothing. Should we try and give this a bit of a go on the actual world? Before I do that, shall I give you a little sneaky peek of 30 minutes AFKing? So all that farm isn't too shabby. We get quite a lot of things. It's going to be a bit of a ball ache to go ahead and organize all the stuff. But like that was only 30 minutes and we got so many ingots and gold and stuff and God knows what. But the other thing is we obviously got XP as well. Now I did actually want to do a bit of a test with XP as well. So I went ahead and got myself 4 stacks of berries because that's pretty much what I would get out of my kind of setup right now. And yeah, we do actually end up getting way more XP from the berries. But because of the loot we get, it kind of counteracts that. But also, the berries probably take longer to grow, essentially. So not only have I been macerating things, I've also been gathering berries, as you can see. And we've got tons of XP berries now. And I believe this lot is actually ready to grow. Now, somebody in the comments section did actually mention that if you actually harvest these on the 3rd stage, there's actually no difference whatsoever to the 4th stage. And yeah, they're absolutely correct. I have kind of noticed this as I've been, you know, playing around and harvesting these. Actually putting the skulls and all this kind of malarkey was kind of a bit pointless. But it looks okay, right? No, okay, that's just me. So all in all, what I'm trying to say is if this farm isn't that great, it isn't actually a waste, I don't think. So I'm going ahead and switching out my macerator for this actual hammer right now. I think I should probably turn off the input for this so it doesn't actually start using steam in that one. And I'm probably going to do the same for that for now, just while this actually starts building up. Yeah, this thing, I completely forgot. It uses like an absolute butt ton of steam, right? Yeah, I did actually manage to get 6 plates, which is only 3 turns of it. But yeah, we've started to cook up about nearly 3 stacks of iron dust here. I'm not entirely sure if this is enough or it's too much, but it doesn't really matter. We're probably going to be able to get this back quite easily. Literally, all of this was just macerated armor anyway, so it was technically somewhat free, right? I mean, apart from the coal, but a coal costs hardly anything, right? So, while that's all been going on, I've actually been cooking up some bricks as well, and we can start cooking up some more. And yeah, all we need to do is start filling up a load of buckets of water. Now, I can actually make these in a compressor and stuff as well, but as I don't really have a lot of steam right now, I don't think it's worth it. I'll just keep doing it like this for now. So yeah, this might actually end up becoming a bit frustrating for me in a minute. We are going to need to probably use up most of my water source that I've got. Wow, out of all of that, we only got 12 blocks. Oh dear. So while we're waiting around for things, let's go ahead and start making this paintbrush. So it's 3 of these and sticks, right? There we go. And we just need to get some bone meal, which I might have some in here. Yeah, there we go. And we should be able to, in theory, be able to recolor these into white ones. There we go. Oh no, it doesn't actually have durability. Okay, that's pretty cool. Small pile of bone meal. Interesting. I genuinely thought that that would have had durability because, yeah, this seems a little bit broken. That this is a bit stronger than obsidian. How? How can that be stronger than? Don't ask. Who cares? I didn't make it, right? I'm just playing the game. I am really thinking, is it worth going ahead and making another one of these? Because, yeah, this is stupidly slow. Oh my god, but no, I have actually been looking into this, and there does actually seem to be this like high pressure one as well. This requires steel plates, which I guess I could probably use this steel, but the problem is to use this steel, I think I need to go ahead and get this primitive blast furnace on the go, which then I use this dust I've just got from the chainmail mixed with coal to go ahead and get these steel ingots, which then I can put into the hammer or do it manually, it doesn't really matter. And then I can use these to go ahead and make that. So we are gated behind another type of furnace before we can get that. A couple of you guys have been suggesting these solar boilers as well. The problem with these, I do need some silver. Now, I'm pretty sure I can actually get silver, though, via my XP method, if you know what I mean. So that is something, but are these actually really worth it? I mean, a lot of people were saying in the comment section that these are stupidly OP, and they are kind of broken a little bit. But this does require a bit more bronze. So should we give one of these a go before we continue on? Because this is like really slow, and it's not fun. So yeah, why don't we just eat some more XP, get some silver, and give this a go? So the only problem with this is, as you can see, it costs 8 XP buckets for one single pile of this stuff, and we need 4 of them to get one of them, and then we can use that to go ahead and get our ingot. Now, if I alloy smelt this, is there actually a way of getting double? Apparently not. We can get electrum though. That's pretty cool. Oh god. Okay. So this is definitely a very expensive recipe. Let's say that we've basically got, out of 40 something levels, 2 ingots. That's it. Which is essentially almost a plate. 1. Yeah, we need 18 plates. I don't honestly think this is happening. I don't think it's going to happen today. No chance. No way. We cannot do that. It's a bit too expensive for now. We need the automation to be more set up. Right, let's just continue on here and let's just stop messing around and just get this stuff done. This is going to completely eat up all my steam. Both of these running at the same time. So I got my 12 bronze plates. There we go. Beautiful. So we should be able to go ahead and make these 2 drains now, which is nice. So 1. And we're missing the iron bars. Not a problem. We can make some more iron bars. So I'm a bit silly, right? We actually need 4 of these, Dan, not just 2. Yeah, we got 1 drain so far. We need a second one, right? Oh, God. The XP grind is on. So I've got my 8 tank gauges, as you can see, and the next thing we need to do is try and get 12 of this recipe as well. We are burning through everything here. Yeah, I had a feeling that might happen. It's probably going to happen with the actual saw as well. So we need 48 of them. Then we need to essentially cut all of them. Okay, no, the saw's fine. Half of them, and do that. So I've got my 18 bronze ingots in total from the smelter. I just need to basically crush them down into plates now, just to go ahead and make this second valve. But yeah, now I don't actually need this. I can get rid of this. And what we can do is actually go in here and swatch it out for the compressor, because what we need to start thinking about is spikes, right? And I need a total of 2 times this recipe, because one of these will actually make 2. And we need, 2 gold blocks. So if I'm not mistaken, we need 10 golden plates in total. So yeah, just doing that the old-fashioned way again, because steam is an issue right now. So while I'm waiting around for a few other things, I'm going to start making some hoppers right now. So we're going to go for 9, like the amount of chests I had. But yeah, man, that is quite expensive. But hopefully it's worth it, all of this. Oh my god, I can't believe how long this has taken me just to grind up to try and get all this stuff. Okay, we've apparently run out of steam again. So if I'm not mistaken, this is the last one we need. 54. Right. Let's see if Dan did his maths correct or not here. It might be too much or it might not be enough. So let's give this a little go, shall we? Oh, we got 13. It should only be 12 if I'm not mistaken. There we go. Okay, so we got the tank gauge, we got the the actual valves and that. Cool. So there is one more thing I need, and that is this XP drain, because obviously we need to siphon out my XP. There we go. Right, I think I've got it all. Finally. Jesus, that was a serious grind to get this gear set up. Wow. I don't honestly think I've got enough of these colored bricks, but we'll kind of come to that when we come to that, I guess. It won't be too hard in theory to get more. The question is, have I actually got enough of these? And I'm almost feeling like I've got too many of these tank walls, but I do not want to place these things down, because I noticed when I was actually in my test world, yeah, you need an iron pickaxe or above. Well, I'm only on a flint. So yeah, if I place these down incorrectly, we're kind of actually screwed. So I need to be very careful with them. I'm not sure about these though. No, these are okay. That don't make any sense. Right, okay. So what I'm going to do now is actually try something out with the chisel. Now, because obviously pretty much every chisel block seems to be mob proof, i.e. mobs cannot spawn on those kind of blocks. I've been thinking, why don't I make this out of like a new chiseled kind of wood? Can we chisel up that? No, but we can chisel these, which is quite interesting. So why don't we try this? A minute, has this got a higher blast resistance? 3. I don't think it has. But yeah, as you can see, I've kind of made a bit of a walkway here to all the way to this little area. And I've kind of been, you know, somewhat structuring out where the blocks should be placed. So this would be where I would technically be most likely be is the AFK section. So this would be where I would actually put the tank. And this is chunk line, so that shouldn't be funky. Which is good. And then this would be the free hoppers. Okay, so the item collection. I'm probably going to send one hopper going that way and then one hopper going that way, just because, yeah, we're currently at Y6 and we don't have a lot of room down the bottom, do we, to put a lot of stuff yet. I mean, we're going to have to start looking into getting some better storage at some point. But yeah, and then this would be where the, you know, the spikes would be facing this way, like that. And then obviously the mobs would travel down this water stream, a water stream here, and then this would be the actual chute. Now, I'm actually going to decide to go a bit bigger on this one. So I'm actually going to do it by a 3x3 hole. I know I'm not going to be getting spiders, but I will be increasing the chances of actually getting mobs and making them fall down faster, I think, if I do it this way. So yeah, we got a bit of deconstructing to do and swapping out for these little coloured bricks. But I think I'm going to do is probably make most of it out of wood and then fill and replace, you know, with my little mattock, because it's quite quick at breaking. And then I can basically work out if I've got exactly the right amount of bricks or not. So yeah, I think I should probably take a bit of food, have a little munch, and get building. I just spent pretty much a whole day crafting up some trapdoors, getting some other things, cleaning up a little bit, making sure I basically got everything I need to go ahead and build this. And I think I have. So we don't really care about the full height on this. So that's something that plays a big part on this kind of farm. So yeah, I'm only going to go up like a few blocks because I don't really need to. It's just started to rain again. I swear this grasslands biome is my like nemesis or something. Anyway, we can't even see a thing, but I somehow Majorly Gaming kind of clutched that. Is that the right way? No, apparently not. This way? No. This way? Yeah, this way. So I'm just currently putting in the hoppers, and I've just been thinking like, yeah, I can't really do one going one way, one going the other way, because it's never going to be split evenly, is it? So yeah, we're going to have to just have one all going into its south, if you know what I mean. Which is a bit of a bummer, but hey, oh, we can't really do this one because of that. Maybe we can get up now. Yeah, there we go. Okay, this one's going to have to go like that. There we go. So there should be a slab in there. There we go. Nice. Yeah, there we go. I think that's kind of all that part set up. All we need to do is replace these with these special brick blocks. And the reason I'm being very cautious with this part is because this is the most expensive part, if you know what I mean. Because these hoppers are not cheap. These bricks are not that cheap, but especially what I'm standing on is not cheap. I do not want this to actually somewhat blow up. Oh no, I don't really need to worry about those ones because they're underwater. It's these I need to worry about. So we've only got 9 blocks left, which is a bit concerning. Definitely these 3 here. We're going to have to just kind of upgrade this as we get a bit more richer. So going back to the safety department, I feel like this might be a very, very wise move of me to go ahead and cook up 16 pieces of cobblestone here, but then 1, 2, 3 on top of that to get myself a bit more stone. And now the reason for this is because you can actually dye stone as well. And I'm pretty sure it has the same blast resistance as those brick blocks as well. So yeah, the reason I've opted for them is because, yeah, again, I can get 3 emeralds and it's just a lot cheaper than me actually trying to get cobblestone. Because I still need lava, yeah. I can't actually make a cobblestone generator yet. I can't believe I'm on day 355 and I'm still using these. Oh, they're so useful though. Really, really useful. But I gotta be careful, like I say, they can cause a bit of lag, as we have discovered. But it seems to be only when they start storing in a lot of MBT data. But there we go, cool. So I've just made a little bit of a roof here, just for now. So yeah, this should in theory stop any of those concussion creepers from spawning on top of these. Obviously we're built this over in a void as well, so they shouldn't go anywhere, in theory. Right, so we are pretty much ready to rock, I think. I might actually do another bit of a roofage like that. So before it starts raining down mobs, I think I should probably set up the tank part of this as well, just in case, right? So I've only got 1 shot at this, and I don't want to mess it up, essentially. So we need to do that, and then we put the little grill on top of there. There we go. Cool. Yeah, that would need to go there. That would need to go there. And then essentially we put another one of these here. I think it might be wise to just bucket down. Oh no, the bucket's actually trying to go inside it. Okay, we've got to be careful with that. Okay. Glass. And you. There we go. Okay, now we can do that. And we should be able to, in theory, build the rest of it. Oh god, this is going to get confusing. Okay, we're going to have to just put that there for now as a backup. Right, there we go. That should be it. There we go. You can see it's just kind of turned. The glass had a line there, but then when you put the last one in, it kind of turns it. So that means the tank is officially active. So that's good. So I just crafted up some chests, and I'm also going to craft up some more hoppers because we're going to obviously need to somewhat extend this a bit. But this has been a very, very expensive day. I got a lot of catching up to do now. Wow. So I got all the 8 chests I just crafted and the hoppers all set up. So that's all nice. So that's a bit of storage to keep me going. Now, I have actually put all these blocks here. Now, I'm kind of actually somewhat regretting putting all these here. So I'm going to actually kind of lift these up a bit. Because, yeah, the more of these I put down, essentially the more heads I need to put down. So what I'm going to do, I think, is keep it a 2 wide one. If that makes any sense. And I think we're going to just do that. And then what I can also do is break one of these maybe. And do that. And then we can just put a little ladder there or something for now, right? And I guess I could just do that just to make it a bit more nicer, I guess. There we go, perfect. For now, though, we'll just put that block. But yeah, what I'm going to have to do, though, again... Oh, God. Let's put more of these things down. I don't know if I need to put them there, but whatever. You never know, like baby creepers, baby zombies, baby whatever, right? But yeah, I was just having a little bit of a browse, by the way, at Diamond Chest. It's actually stupidly cheap, to be fair. I just need to basically be in LV in order to get this diamond plate through the cutting machine. So it's totally something that is definitely doable in the near future. But I was just kind of curious to see how expensive it was, and it actually isn't that bad. Right, okay, I feel like I am ready to actually go ahead and continue constructing this thing. I've literally plastered heads everywhere, even down under there, if you can see. There we go. Where the actual tank is, I know probably mobs will never be able to get down there, but we never know, right? These mobs are actually very crazy and scary, so as you already know. So yeah, let's go ahead and continue this thing on. I am a little bit nervous though, because I'm hoping that I haven't just wasted so many resources on this thing. But yeah, let's kind of tower up here. This is almost complete. I am currently just putting in a roof for this thing using these chiseled special like crate looking block things I've got already. Yeah, these are great because I don't actually have to worry about lights on the top or slabs, right? Neither. But yeah, we're actually pretty much out of wood. But it's fine. I need to go and get a saw anyway. So we can just basically put one of these back down like that. And we'll go and get some things. So I thought it might be wise to go ahead and use some of these fences that I got from obviously when I was herding up all the cows, just to kind of somewhat protect myself around here. I don't think mobs can spawn on the top of these, right? Surely not. There we go. I feel a little bit more safer now. I definitely can't walk off, and yeah, I've got it all the way around there, and I've kind of just wrapped it around under there as well. So yeah, that's a bit more better for me, I think. Anyway, let's go and continue this on, and we should, in theory, in a minute, have a load of mobs raining down. Millions of jobs and some XP, if all's good. Right, so as you can see, it's pretty dark in here. We just need to go ahead and grab that one. Oh god. Let's put that back on. There we go. Are we ready for this? Is this actually going to be working, or is it going to be a complete flop? I genuinely hope not. Right, let's smash out that. And let's go down here and wait. See what happens, shall we? There should be a load of things technically in this chest. Yep. Lovely. 0 loss. I can see millions of mobs are spawning in it. Look. I'm not seeing any spiders, and there's already some mobs actually coming down, which is beautiful. So it's a baby zombie. The first thing. On a chicken. And he doesn't appear to be taking damage. Ah. Oh, okay. It was just... What? Okay, that one's glitching, I think. He's not actually fallen through. But he was just too close. Okay, there's a cat. And if I stand here, the XP does travel to me very, very slowly. Okay, so it's not a complete flop, but it's not ideal. But I guess if there's an explosion, all hell's going to break loose, and I will lose all that XP probably. I think that was a baby creeper. Oh no, this is perfect. So it's safe to say that this is actually beyond broken. I mean, I love it. This is great. I spent hours on this. For this. I'm mad, didn't I? But yeah, I can actually access this here, look, which is quite a nice feature. Ah, explosion number 1. So there's definitely... Is that protected? Oh, okay. Ender creeper dude is up there. That's not really too much of a problem. Everything's still holding. Beautiful. No mobs actually escaped, so my trick has worked. Let's grab all this before it all disappears again. We need to get a stair in there, actually. So my only little bit of a concern I can see is the XP is getting a bit stuck. And I do have a fix for that, and I think what it is using these on the bottom like that. I think that's going to fix it. Could be a bit dangerous though. Yeah, there we go, it's fixed it. Here we go, explosion time. No problem whatsoever, look. Oh, this is such a dangerous farm, but it works. That's the best bit. It actually works. Oh god, and because there's no spiders, there isn't actually problems with that getting clogged up, mobs fighting with each other or anything like that. It's just gonna work. Oh, this has been a bit of a mission to make. My god, it has. So this is great. But anyway, I can actually go in here and attack mobs if I really need to as well. I can see there's a few drowned creepers in there. This is just music to my ears. It really is. I'm genuinely over the moon with this thing. Oh, this is a really, really good design, I think. Right, let's grab all this. So that pretty much sums up today. I just wanted to go ahead and make a pretty somewhat semi-okay, decent mob farm that's somewhat safe-ish, that can provide me with XP and obviously loot, and I think it does just that. Oh, and by the way, I feel like what we're going to be doing next part is starting to get into a little bit of magic. Now, the reason I want to get into a little bit of magic is because I need something called a lazuli seed, which is actually from Formcraft. So yeah, we need to basically get some lapis in order to get our very first basic RF generating machine, which we need to essentially end up getting this juicy stuff, lava. But I've got a lot of work to do before I can get onto that. We need a special villager that's selling a simmering comb, which is this thing here. Then we need to squeeze it in a centrifuge, okay, to get this stuff here, which then we actually put into a squeezer, and then we have a chance of getting some lava if we put it with red sand, and that's how we get it essentially. But we got a lot of steps to do that, and it's a bit of a grind because we need to get a villager, we need to get a bit of magic-y stuff, but I got plans, don't worry guys, I got plans. It's gonna be fine, he says. But anyway, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.